Welcome to Tales She Told Me, a podcast featuring honest conversations about what it means to be a woman, a mother, and in business. I'm your host, Farah Haydar. It's another solo episode. And as you all know by now, in these episodes, I try to share things I've learned and thoughts I've had. And today, I wanted to talk about clarity. Now, I've been thinking a lot about clarity lately. 2023 has been a chill year for me. Busy for sure. I mean, when is it not busy? But chill. Lots of planting seeds, but not a whole lot blooming. And I feel like I keep reaching for different things only to have an unexpected event get in the way. Kind of like trying to cross the street only to have a car appear out of nowhere. And then you try to go again, but now the light's red. It's been frustrating and very hard to stay in this almost there place. But where is there? And that's where the tough part comes in. You see, I have the luxury of talking to a lot of people, especially women, about pivotal times in their lives. Times when they had to make tough decisions. And there's a common theme that they all have about those decisions when they worked out. And that is clarity. So clarity. They knew what they wanted, how they wanted it, with who they wanted it, and that they deserved it. And they didn't have generic answers either. I mean, talk to anyone about what they want, and they'll say something like, I want to be happy, or I want to be successful. Maybe I want to be healthy. And while all those are nice, they are also very generic. After all, who doesn't want to be happy or successful? But what does that mean? Because it could mean something different for you than it does for me. No, the women I talk to have really clear visions. They can illustrate in great detail what they want. I want a home on this street with a red door that's filled with this partner, this child, or I want to be the #1 realtor in my small town in North Carolina. They know what success means. They've written it out. They've imagined it, dreamt about it. They can see it, smell it, taste it. See, I think there's a little secret no one really talks about, and that is that the universe responds to specificity. People are moved by exactness. Think about it. Let's take a hypothetical situation. What if you had 2 candidates for a secretarial job? One says, yeah, I'm thinking about being a secretary. I mean, it coordinates a lot with my skills, and I think I'd be good at it, and I've had some experience with it. The second candidate goes, my dream is to be a secretary in a high-rise building assisting a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. There's nothing more I want to do, and I've worked hard on developing all the skills I need to be the best secretary ever. Getting this opportunity is like a lifelong dream of mine. Which one are you going to give the opportunity to? Make the connection for? Go out of your way for? Obviously, the one with clarity. It doesn't even matter what the dream is. It's the clarity that makes the difference. And that led me to a very hard truth about myself. I realized I couldn't do the same thing. I couldn't illustrate every dream I have in vivid detail. I've got a lot of goals, but little clarity. And I think for me, it's like, well, I'm flexible. I really don't care how it happens as long as this major goal is done or whatever. But maybe I'm not flexible. Maybe I'm just indecisive. Or maybe the things I have been reaching for aren't really aligned with my soul, so I can't create that crystal clear vision. I feel like I talk about so many things. I'm passionate about a multitude of things. But it's affecting my ability to be super clear on things that move my life forward. And sitting with that is hard, especially with a type A personality like mine. But I think it's necessary. You see, a lot of us cover up our lack of direction with activity. Look at how much I'm doing. Look at how fast I'm running. Look at how much I got done. I must be getting somewhere. Maybe. Or maybe you're just flailing, waving your hands around so no one can see that you haven't really admitted to what you want. Not yet, at least. And if you're hearing this and think that's harsh, it's not my intention. After all, I'm saying this more to myself than anybody else. So right now I'm backing away a bit, getting really clear on what I want. And I'm not sure where I will end up, which scares me a little. After all, it's hard to let go of things that you've been invested in. Hard to let go or adjust old dreams. Hard to admit that some of the places you've settled in aren't working anymore. Really hard, at least for me, to potentially disappoint people in your life as well. If there's one thing that I do know with crystal clarity, though, it's that I want to create a life that I will remember. One that when I look back, I can smile with memories and not cringe with regrets. And in my late 40s, I realize I'm at the midpoint of life, if I'm lucky. So it's time to get really clear. And I hope that if you're hearing this, you get really clear too. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope you got something out of that. Reach out on all social media platforms at Farah Haydar and tell me, what do you need to get clear on? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified when a next episode is available. Talk to you soon. Till then, chase your happy.